sambala wata karabu waleleo. Wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu Karita maduraji madara sambala wata karabu. Gomara, Rua Takul Italia, Bukanitali Gorayen, Rua Takul Italia, Mata Karabuye, Mata Kelim Alekevu, Mutugi Waja, Itaga Marufu, Mutugi Waja, Ululu Mutugi Waja, Itaga Marufu, Mutugi Waja, Wata Karabu. Sambala wata karabu 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 la wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu. Hey, hey! Wata karabu, 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 walele. Wata karabu, wata karabu, wata karabu, walele.
Hey, let us talk viewers. Greeting to you wherever you are. Good evening to those who are in North America, and we said good early morning to those who are in South Sudan, Europe, across Middle East, Egypt, Sudan, and good morning to those who are in Australia, Japan, China. Salam khasa للمشاهدين بدا Let Us Talk. مبسوط إنه أشوفكم on our prime time regular Wednesday. So we talk about different things, and I look forward to have a healthy conversation with regard to the topic that you guys are aware, which is our way towards healing, reconciliation, and maybe down the road coexistence. And that is why I said this is a part one. We have to start with injustice. And before I get into our topic, just I would like to send a gentle reminder. There is Let Us Talk decorum. It is the same decorum as Zoom TV. We look forward to have a healthy debate, a conversation that it is a or real acre. So just make your argument stronger. You don't have to yell. You don't have to insult. You don't have to be abusive to nobody, because there is nothing is personal here. It is all about, let us think. And I will never, and I have never been just another face in the crowd. Proud to have my nephew here, my colleague, Brother Peter Lawrence. Special greeting to you. Peter knows very well. I never been just, a zahma in the crowd. Always, I make my voice heard. And this is from upbringing, how I was being brought up in a family. And that is why when things are happening in our surround, we have to react to it. I cannot just be, dealing mashisakin bukung buku. No. There is a lot happening. And with geopolitics changing around us globally, and especially south the border with the United States, of course, this is the beacon in the horizon whereby whatever is happening in America, anybody want to see it, want to understand it, and want to know what is happening in America. And with those historical moments, we have to mark it. And we have to start thinking about our own backyard. So that is why this topic, we will get into it in a moment here. Also, I encourage you with your comment, with whatever you are writing, just be responsible and have a civil conversation. You don't have to belittle nobody, including my humble self. And if there is a participant or somebody who is writing another comment, just make your argument stronger. You don't have to be abusive to them or to insult or anything. We monitor those comments. We block them, we delete them, because we just want to have a civil conversation. And that is why it is very, very important. We have to encourage ourselves as to be civil. We live in center of civilization. We live in Western Hemisphere. So we need to learn. We need to learn to be civil as well. Yeah. I need this coffee just to give me a little bit some boost. Also, if you are going to be a participant, wear something appropriate, come sober, not under influence of nothing, just so that we can have a good conversation. Yeah, and get ready for it. If you are coming with this spirit, I am telling the truth. I have been abusing people. If you are one of the killer, just 100%, I will be abusive to you. Because if you are killing my people, and if I am gonna just talk about it and to condemn you, then watch out. So don't start it, please. If you are gonna behave yourself and listen and watch, well and good. But if you are gonna study this way, Nor or whoever, I will just block you. I don't care who you are. I expect people that will have a healthy conversation. So can you stop it, please? I don't have time for you are, coming to my show and you start attacking me. Anyway, come straight. Let us have a civil conversation, and we encourage a civil conversation. Also, make sure you wear something appropriate, because we have a family-oriented network. We are a family-oriented network that we talk about different topic, and that will lead me to my topic tonight. I am a proud citizen of Republic of South Sudan. I love my country, I love my people. And that is why I use my leisure time so that to come around and to address issue and to address topic. To address issue and to address topic. And welcome, Sister Tina, good to see you. Topic that related to us. And because I am a concerned citizen, I care about what is happening in my country. And one day I want to go home to live peacefully, to enjoy the land of my ancestor, to enjoy the land of my grandpa, to enjoy the land of my fathers. So that is why I have a great hope. I will continue to talk and to tell the truth, however it is. Tonight, it is gonna be a couple series of episode. This is episode 1. We need to look into South Sudan. What went wrong? What happened to our country? What is the cause? Because first of all, we have to diagnose the disease. And then after diagnose, we will be able to find a proper treatment for it, how to treat it. And from there, we'll look for cures. Yes, Sudan is at a crossroad whereby some people are thinking about separation, and some people are thinking about dominance. They want to control everything. They want to grab and eat and steal and loot everything and kill everybody who doesn't look like them, who doesn't sound like them, who doesn't speak like them, who doesn't quack like them. So that is why it is very important. We have to come back and look into the issue, what went wrong with our country. And that is why I picked the topic of injustice. And the injustice, you see it across the country, everywhere. From the government institution, starting from the presidency, from the Council of Ministers, into the parliament, into the local government, and so forth, up to Bazingir Alino Biego at Filbab. One way or the other, this country, we contributed. We fought for it so that Junub Sudan to be Dawla. Junub Sudan to be Junub Sudan. All of us, we pay sacrifice in different form, in different way, in different front. Some people, they raise a gun, they fought. Some people, they sacrifice with their life. Some people, they contributed with material, with food, with anything for the fighters. And some people also, they did a global mobilization to move the international community so that to put pressure on al-Bashir government so that to sign an agreement, people could reach peace. So, and proudly, I can claim I am one of the frontier. One of the frontier. I fought at all aspects of life, resisting the Jalaba regime all the way to leading campaign here in Canada so that Talisman Incorporate to move out of South Sudan to stop helping al-Bashir government. But this is not our topic. Our topic tonight is about the injustice in South Sudan. We see the form of injustice everywhere, and that is why South Sudan become a failing country. And when you see injustice, Brother Omar, I am very well, thank you. When you see injustice, you have to talk about it. You have to condemn it. And this is whereby it is very important. Some people are not going to be happy with this conversation. For better South Sudan tomorrow, that will accommodate us, that there will be healing and there will be reconciliation. We have to address what went wrong with our country, which will start with the injustice. Injustice, that is why so many people were being pushed out of the country. And humble people like myself, I cannot go home because I am speaking on behalf of the voiceless. And very unfortunate, till this moment, we are in 21st century, still we see injustice, we see discrimination from people that they look like us with the same skin tone, with the same everything. And that is wrong. We see discrimination across within the government institution. And this is something needed to be addressed. Yes, there is a silent minority. They are follower ماشيين ورا الأغلبية لأنه موجود وبيشجعوهم وبيتبلوا لهم يكتسبوا أهلهم يقتلوا ناس ينهبوا ممتلكات ناس يحجروا السكان يعملوا شنو. They don't talk about it. لكن it is about time على أساس إنه we have to address those issues. We have to touch them, to put our hand on them. على أساس إنه في عدم تمثيل في حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان. حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان is dominant by two tribes, are the Dinka and the Nuer. And those are the fact. And the vast majority are Dinka. وينو حقوق بتاع باقي قبائل ال70 ال80 التانيين في جنوب السودان حقهم وينو حتى لو إذا بالنسبة. Okay. When you look at the army, you look at the police, you look at the national security and so forth, it is dominant by one tribe or two tribes in most of the cases. So that is the bigger image of injustice in our country. And that is why we need to address it. We need to put our hand on it. People who are in the diaspora, maada al-mutabbalatiyya, like this Ngor coming around, I was abusive. Yes, I will be abusive to people that are killing my people. People are raping my sisters, looting my ancestor land, pushing us to be out of the country, looting the country resources. I will be abusive to them. I will call them looters. I will call them killers. I will call them uncivilized. Yes, I'm 100% responsible about what I am saying. So, but if you are not part of them, you are a good citizen. You live in America, you live in Australia, in across Europe, and you fight for equal justice. You support the cause of George Floyd, and you cheer when justice is served. So when you are doing that, have you thought about going into the bathroom and look at yourself in the mirror and think about when you are cheering for Matianganyor when they are killing people in Western Bahr el Ghazal, raping women across Equatoria, killing the Nuer abruptly in Juba, enacting shuluk, pushing them away from their ancestor land. Have you thought about it? Ask yourself this simple question. And as a Black person across the globe, 100%, when everybody's calling for justice for George Floyd. And what is happening in our country is more than what been done to George Floyd. And we have seen it, we heard stories, but where is the media that will show it? Where is this young girl of 17 years in South Sudan that will dare with her little Nokia and brung brung recording what Matiang Anyora are doing to people, what the national security agent are doing to people? They will be dead at the spot. Nobody will say anything about it. So yesterday, when justice is served, you, yes, you, the supporter of Matiang Anyor, the supporter of Salva Kiir, the supporter of Dutko Beng, you cheer, you are happy, writing about it on Facebook. Oh, finally, justice is served. Justice is served. Why justice for George Floyd and no justice for Kideng, no justice for Tavur, no justice for Nyatiling, no justice for whoever, you know, Namiraya, Nawaraga, you name them. Why you are celebrating? Hypocrites. Yeah. You sit with other Black people, other African nation. You know, we don't get right treatment by the white people. Yeah, nasalabia doma unsurin. Ofijun of Sudan intagat sheja unsuria. What are you talking about? Why justice for George Floyd or no justice for Tavur? No justice for Grikuj in South Sudan? No justice for Penjewe? What is this? What are you talking about? Remember this. Salva Kiir and his entourage, soon or later, they will be out of power. Where are you going to put your face? Like this ugly thing coming here, Ngor or whatever, defending, you are abusive to people. Abusive to who? Abusive to people who are killing my people. I was abusive to people who are raping my sisters, looting farmer little produce that they have, burning, destroying their crops. I was abusive to people, I don't know, we give Bulgarian shakul bafra betat ahali. Yeah, why you bring your bagar to eat bafra of my people? Oh my God. My brother from another mother, brother Kiyaya. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Struggle must continue. Yeah, struggle must continue. Wherever we are, I appreciate your presence. I'm talking about the injustice in South Sudan, you know very well. And I have to do a mix, a little bit of Arabic, a little bit of English here. But I am pleased to see you. My greeting to your beautiful wife, my greeting to the kids. I look forward to visit Vancouver sometimes to come and see the family. God bless you, brother. Thank you very much for stopping by. One love, one love. Struggle must continue across Africa. Let us learn about the justice and the civil way of addressing issue, and we take it back home. whether it is going to go to Zimbabwe, to Tanzania, to Kenya, to Uganda, to any country. I'm pleased to see you around. We will chat later. I will inbox you, brother Kiyaya. You take care. Yeah. Now, we talk about justice for Trayvon Martin, justice for whoever, justice for others. And there is injustice happening in our backyard. People in Equatoria are pissed and upset to the extent they want to get separated from the country. Because people bring their bugger, their cattle into the city of Juba. This is uncivilized. To destroy people's farm. Forget about the land grabbing. Forget about the abuse to the local citizen. The elderly, they don't get respected. Being humiliated everywhere by Asakar Matianganyor, Machine Basila. Like this accident of this football player. The wife, it is a domestic violence. The wife called the police to come and, take the husband away. They decide to come and pick the husband, take them out, beat him to death, and the guy decide to flee from them. Bang, bang. They shot him. Can you imagine? Can you think about it? انت مرة موجودة هنا. Something happened. Rajila got Rajali got Dugani, and then you call a police, and then the police just to go and detain him to take him away. Police Suku, the good the Kaliba Kalagin, and when he want to flee, bang, Yadrubu Yaktulu. The police are لأنه ما مدرب، police ما بيعرف قانون، police لأنه ما بيعرف شغله ذاته، الرول بتاع police شنو. If you are related to Salva Kiir, you are from Awan Chan or wherever you are, let us sit down and vindicate yourself. Sympathize with us. لما المجموعات الثانية كوركو متيانغانيور كتالونا نهبونا اكتسبونا وعملوا لنا, show some sympathy. I am sorry for what is happening to you guys, but we hope we will be able to think and work collectively so that we topple this regime, so that all of us, we can live in harmony, we can coexist. This is what we want to hear. But when our people being killed, been terrorized, their property been looted, been destroyed, been damaged, and we talk about it, and you come around to defend the regime and calling us abuser. We are taking our note. We know who you are. If we cannot get hold of you, we will get hold of Yalak. Yalak, they will pay the price for it because history. Can you imagine what happened to people who are supporting Saddam Hussein? When the table turned? You know what happened to people who are supporting Muammar Gaddafi in Libya when the table turned? This is your fate, I'm telling you. We are not here for revenge, but you better prop yourself, line yourself with the history. Be on the right side of the history. Unless you are a beneficiary of the regime. You are part of the system. That is why you are here intimidating people. But if you are not part of it, when something goes wrong, come out and condemn it. This is what we are expecting. And that is why we start this conversation about the injustice. What is happening to our people? There is a lot of injustice being inflicted on them. It will be a while till things will get better at home. But what are we doing here? We have to find a way to come together. And coming together is by admitting the wrongdoing. I am very, very, very pleased and very happy and more than satisfied and hopeful, very positive about a bright future for South Sudan, because I can see there is a brighter light at the end of the tunnel. The way how things are evolving gradually. Because some 7 years ago, when I started criticizing the government, talking about the injustice in South Sudan, what is taking place with our people, there is no single man or woman from Jain community, the Dinka people, that even is writing something on social media or saying something on social media. But today, things change. There is many, many, many who are out here writing, conducting show, criticizing the government, and calling for toppling this regime. This is a positive development. This is something will give us hope, will fuel us, will give us the energy so that we have to keep pushing. I was being called Dinka haters so many times, millions and millions of times. People threatening me personally, my family, my kids, my relative back home. But today, that table is turning. Yes, brother Paul Mayen Malwal, this is uncivilized way of doing things. A minister, a civilian minister, because his wife is a football player, will go disrupt a celebration that the whole town is there. Bang, bang, shooting a gun so that they stop. The baby is crying. How hard is it? Sudan bed bitaban kabir zeda. Alal agal bikun few cousin, few nieces kutar. Al bed bikun malyan banuswan. Al mumkin nishilu janay lolo. Lo isenta begit bany if it is shame al assassin not to take your own baby. This is a silly, Al-uzur akbar min az-zamb. Anyway, let me go back to my topic. This is the situation in our country. It is, the time is now for those who are supporting the government, and they used to يتبلوا للسلفا كير والمجرمين بتاعه. It is time to start align yourself with the right side of the history. When Rodney King was beaten, maybe some of you are young and some of you maybe even you don't have access to TV at that time. I'm not making fun of nobody. Who could imagine today, at this day, you find a white man, white lawyer standing with the black family, supporting them, pushing their case, calling for justice. Who can imagine across America, white young generation, Spanish, Chinese, whoever, they're out there supporting Black Lives Matter, All Life Matter, side to side, fighting for justice for all. I'm lucky to be part of this history because I witnessed the hardest part of it, but now things start to get brighter. How about we in South Sudan? We have the same skin tone. Yeah. We have the same kinky hair. So why you are discriminating against me? Because my mother tongue is different than yours? Because I don't speak your language? That is why I become the enemy? Why you are supporting those people? Why you are supporting those illiterate people who want to take us back to 21st century? We have to call things by its name. Yes, there is rapists, and most of them they جيش بتاعت they جيش بتاع الصلفة لأنه بينهبوا ناس وبيغتصبوا نسوان وبيحرقوا بيوتهم بدمروا مزارع وبيعملوا حاجات ديل. الأغلبية في الجيش ده as a matter of fact من ياتو قبيلة. seriously. لأنه بالمنطق البسيط لو إذا الجيش ده كان معتزن، الجيش ده كان فيه كله قوميات بتاع جنوب السودان، ما أظن إنه بيمشوا في باري لاند بيعملوا الحاجات البطالة اللي إنه هم بيعملوا. ما أظن إنه بيمشوا في زاندي لاند they will do the same thing. ما أظن إنه بيمشوا في شلو لاند they will do what they have been doing. ما أظن إنه هيمشوا في فرتيت لاند and they will do the same thing. لأنه الجيش جيش قبلي، جهاز أمن قبلي. حتى إنه مرة بتاع مدير جهاز الأمن بيحدد مصير بتاع حياة بتاع مواطن بتاع جنوب السودان لأنه عبر عن نفسه، قال حاجة. and we have seen the result. ده البلد اللي إنه أنت عايز تقول في حكومة فيه؟ حكومة إيه؟ بلد اللي إنه بيجيب لنا إرهابيين من كل أنحاء العالم to accommodate them، يدوم citizenship بتاع جنوب السودان، مسافرين بجوازات بتاع جنوب السودان وبطاقات بتاع جنوب السودان حول العالم، إرهابيين من لبنان بتاع حماس، من وين؟ That is topic we will touch it on Saturday and we will go into depth into it. يدوم لقب بتاع honorable. This is horrible. So in this process, to get to coexistence, there is multiple layers, there is multiple steps. We need to go through them, and starting with addressing this issue of injustice. We have to admit it. إذا في ناس عملوا جريمة شكلهم زيي or from my tribe, I will vindicate myself. I will say, hey, what happened to you, brother, sister? I condemn it to the strongest term. And yes, nas de la Samin, fiu nas Grikuju, fiu nas Bebudu, fiu nas Munu, they are from my region, but I condemn what they are doing. This is what we expect. This is the new era. Aleno, we want to open this page. when we admit those wrongdoing اللي انه بيحصل في جنوب السودان بعد كده some people may forgive and not forget, and some may say no, I will never forgive and I will never forget. It will be their choice, because we need to address what is those injustice, what are form of injustice. We see it across the country, and that is why there is a lot of rebellion across the country. I am posting the link if you want to come in to give your perspective. بالذات الناس اللي انه عندهم اغلبيه في الجيش في national security في police, they are abusing power. It is a chance for them to come and vindicate themselves and to say, hey, أنا متبرئ من هذا النظام، متبرئ من الناس اللي إنه they speak language, they sound like me, but I am not part of it, and I condemn what they are doing. This is what we want to hear. This is the common ground whereby we will start listening to each other. لكن without doing it, this جنوب السودان هيبقى جحيم. And زي ما بيقولوا, payback is a bitch. Yeah. لأنه لما الزمن بتاع دفع بيجي بعدين بدفعه بدبل مهما كان. And we have seen it في أحداث بتاعت revenge. بيقتلوا واحد زول, when the other group come to go for revenge بيقتلوا 3 4 5. So this is not the principle that we want to preach. This is not something that we want to call for. But we are giving you a chance. انت بتاعت مباري هل انه كنت تشجع النظام ده بتتبلوه لما يقتلوا ناس في راجة انت مبسوط, you are celebrating. لما يقتلوا ناس في ملكال ولا في كيجي ولا في تنبورا ولا في يي ولا في مريدي ولا وين, انت كنت بتتبل النظام. It is time to say, to come out and to say, brothers and sisters, I am wrong. Okay? I condemn it to the strongest term. I don't want to be part. I am not part of this system. Come out. This is your chance. Don't miss it. ده ما تهديد, but I am serious. You will regret it. I'm talking to you. انت اللي بتتبل الحكومة ده, you better start coming out. Condemn الحاجات اللي انه سلفا كير قاعد يعمله. قول أنا ما جزء من النظام ده. خلي الجنوبين كله يسمعوا نهارا جهارا. لكن hiding and coming around, you want to intimidate people, saying nonsense, we will come for you. If we didn't get you, we will get your kids. If we didn't get your kids, we will get your grandkids. They will pay for it. But to vindicate yourself, this is the time, and the time is not right now. The clock is ticking. Yeah. Zaman bita dafa bajida ma. Oh, hey, I am not with them. Yes, people will say, yes, he came out. She came out and she condemned the regime. But when you are silent, also, you are a supporter. You are supporting what is happening to other people across South Sudan. And this table must turn, and it will turn very quickly here. Then it is about time. We have a lot of material in our hand. We can use it against this regime to put pressure with the international community so that to siphon all the resources, money, gun, everything. حتى من Uganda ذاته يكفلوا. Then we will see. الكرشة ده لما يبدأ ينفس زي الاستيك بتاعت عربية القدوة بمسمار, then things will come to reality. There is no place to run. Where are you gonna run? I posted the link. Part 1 today, I want to talk about the injustice only. And I hope somebody will come from Salva Kiir region, from Akolkor, from whoever, الناس اللي بينهبوا بيغتصبوا بيقتلوا, destroying people property. They will come out and will say, hey, at least one will come out and will say, hey, I am not part of the regime. I condemn it. We want to hear more. Because when I said, as I said, when we started 7 years ago, no. Nobody's saying anything. But I don't want to mention name here. The list will go on and on and on. So it is about time to come out and vindicate yourself. If you are silent, we know that you are part of the regime. And we are taking our notes, and we know you. We know you very well. And that day will come. Where are you going to hide? Today you have the gun, you have the money, you have the resources, you have the national security, that they terrorize people, they abuse them, even men. Sexually, they abuse them just to humiliate them. ايه الوساخة ده؟ ايه القرف ده؟ من أين أتى هؤلاء؟ 200 في أفريقيا رجال بنوموا برجال. ما له إذا نوعيتهم ده وصلوا في المجتمع لأنه راجل بزوج راجل ومرأة بزوج مرأة, هتعملوا شنو؟ لأنه مباح بالقانون. الله كبار ليكم. ناس وسخانة. كفاية إنه بتكتسبوا بتناموا بنات صغار 7 8 سنة 10 سنة بتبقوا نسوان. كمان حتى في الرجال. You better kill me. I die with my dignity. This شنو? What you will gain. And when that table turn, حتى في عجوز بتاعك لما يمشي يمسكوك يجيبوك من تحت حفرتك هناك يا زي ما انت كنت بتسوي للناس, it is time على اساس انه to pay back. Have you thought about it? ما حصل لقذافي. قذافي النمر, قذافي الملك اللي كان بيخوف ناس وبيهدد ناس. نحط الله من حفرة بتاع مجاري وروه الجن وسخ. وبعد كده مسدس ذهبي او استخدموه ده طلقه بيه في راسه, طلقه ذهبيه. شوف الجهه والمال بيوصل الناس وين. And that table will turn في جنوب السودان. Yeah. بتمنى انه when that time come you will be tortured to death. لكن ما أظن انه يكون عندنا ناس الوسخانين اللي انه بيناموا بالرجال بيصوروا فيديو so that to humiliate them, to silence them. Is it justice? فنان غنى أغنية يعتقلوه كتب في السجن. زول قال كلمتين on social media يمسكوه يعذبوه يعرقوا جعباته بموية السكن. This is injustice. كل قبائل بتاع جنوب السودان they have ancestor land. معروف انه تقليديا. Why? Some people they want to come and rename other people land, call it بور جديد, أويل جديد. انتوا فشلتوا تسموا جنوب السودان a new Sudan. لاقي ماشيين في مندري لاقي ماشيين في normally على أساس إنه rename it and pushing the citizen out of their village. Yeah. I started this conversation because I believe in new South Sudan that will accommodate us all. But talking about injustice, we have to acknowledge there is injustice in South Sudan. And we have to condemn it with the strongest term. This is whereby I know you are on my side, you are feeling my pain, you are feeling my agony. But sitting there silent, you are not saying anything. When my people are displaced in UNMISS camp within their country, some of them are in Sudan, Congo, Central Africa, Uganda, being pushed by your tribal men. They speak your language. They claim that they are protecting their interests. No. No. And as a result of that, God continued to punish us, bringing curse to us. Yeah, حتى الحرامية اللي سرقوا قروش من جنوب السودان بنوا بيوت ومش عارف ايه. Look at their family in diaspora. مشتتين محلوسين مجانين وتانين يال تانين في السجون. ده يال بتاع جنوب السودان يا في السجون ده. ده المفروض انه مستقبل ده اللي هو people who are supposed to gain knowledge to go back home and develop our country. But because of the curse, the قروش بتاعت مال يتامى وأرامل orphans and widow اللي انه مفروض في جنوب السودان يبنوا لهم جنات تكل يكون في social network. There is a welfare system to support those widow. يعني قروش بتاعهم بيسرقوه بيبنوا بها بيوت. People live lavishly with it in Canada, Australia, America, across Europe. النسوان ديل بيكوركوا كل يوم يا الله اخد مال حقنا ما يابا يجيب حلوصة في الروس بتاعت عيال قروش كتير مريسة ما بيشتغل. They get into drugs ما شغال قروش خلص. They get involved في توزيع بنات في دعارة ومش عارف ايه وكلام بالشكل ده. This is a curse. Yeah. I'm not here to preach, but I'm here to address a fact. And we have seen the result. بتاعت الحرامية بتاع جنوب السودان لأنه they are living in those mansions and those big houses across Western Hemisphere. Where this country is going. And some people are still supporting the regime. Like المتخلف اللي جا قبل شوية في بداية show telling me I was abusing people. Yes. It is not an abuse when you call somebody who is a looter, you call him a looter. Somebody who is a rapist, you call them a rapist. Somebody who is unclean, you call them nasty, dirty. Somebody who is a land grabber, you call them a land grabber. Is it an abuse? I call Salva Kiir Alibaba because Salva Kiir is looting our resources. يسرق مصادر بتاع جنوب السودان موارد بتاع جنوب السودان مع عياله مع بنته. How network بتاعه مع اللبنانيين مع منو? Am I abusing him? No, I am just stating the fact. انت زول سحار بيقول لك انت زول سحار. You are unclean بيقول لك انت you're unclean. What is wrong with that? Anybody want to come in and talk about injustice in South Sudan? I believe I said a lot, but at least I am expecting somebody will come and condemn, will say, hey, I am not part of this regime. I condemn it, what is taking place in South Sudan. Come on. Let us hear you. Let us see your face. The clock is ticking. Let us remove you from this list. I don't want to call it a blacklist. I want to call it the list, because there is too much manipulation going on. Everything bad associated with the black list, black market, blackmail, black whatever. No. We want to reset those things. We have to find a better name. Black market. That is something bad. Blackmail, it is something bad. Blacklist, it is something bad. So we were being used and abused and confused. But it is a time to open our eyes and to say no. We know those games. Seriously, have you thought about it? Why? أي حاجة بتال is associated with the black. Even the devil, لما بيعمل صورة بتاع devil بيعملوا أسود, dark. Tayuk. We need to open our Tayuk. Yeah, as I said, maybe I highlighted the form of injustice in our country. في الدواوين بتاعت الحكومة, في التمثيل, على إنه تجي في وزارة واحد من وزير لحد كافير, you see one ethnic group dominant by one ethnic group. You go into law enforcement, starting with the national security, the army, the police, the prisoner guard, حتى حرس الصيد. انت هتدقوا فيه still. ما في سلاح. How are you going to be trusted with a gun? There must be controlled by Matianganyor and Dutkuben and Twik 0.02. Yeah, this is the latest, the new one. I have strong interest to find a way that Junubin can come together. But there is a hurdle. That hurdle is admitting the wrongdoing. Admitting that there is injustice. في ناس نهبوا أراضي بتاع ناس. في ناس اغتصبوا مجموعات تانية. في ناس دمروا مزارع بتاعت الآخرين. في ناس رحلوا من مناطق بتاع مشوا في مناطق بتاع ناس آخرين. في العاصمة بالليل you are coming بيسألوك ينغا. This is not fair. I know the official language for the country is English and Arabic. So ليه جيش بتاع دورية بالليل بيسألوني بروتان بتاع دينكا. Why? What will make them everybody is a Dinka? This is unfair. This is simple form of injustice. إذا ما فهمت الكلام يمكن قالوا لي اجري. أقوم أجري then there is a reason على أساس إنه يدوني تلقى. You see, those are little tiny thing. لما أوصل في مطار جوبا لأنه يكون في صعوبة جواز بتاعي مشكوك فيه ويدوا جواز للبناني كر بتاع حماس إرهابي. حتى نوشك الاسم ده لا في كنيسة ولا في القرآن ذاته ما في اسم بتاع عرب بتاع لبنان عنده جواز بتاع جنوب السودان هو ده title honorable. And somebody like me, Grikuju, when I get to مطار جوبا مشكوك في جواز بتاعي. Is it justice? لما امشي في مكتب بتاع جوازات عايز اطلع جواز يحولوني لمكتب بتاع احوال الخاصة يدوروا على زول لانه يسالوني انت كرشاوي انت بتتكلم روتان كريش. نو ما لازم انه اكلم روتان كريش. اكلم روتان كريش مع منو؟ This is a form of injustice. When there is a job available, I apply for it. I have the qualification so that to get that position. يسألوني انت ولد منو؟ انت من وين؟ اسمك منو؟ Grikuju Bubumaro Dama. Are you South Sudanese? This is injustice. معلومة جوك ملوال منار ولا أتير ولا شول ما بس علوم. دينغ ما هو في دينغ في China. في دينغ في believe it. في السنغال. لكن أي زول باسم دينغ يا عيال بتاع دينغاك welcome home. ويومك أسود يومك كوبيا لما إنه اسمك يكون كمسور عبد الله كمسور أهلي بتاع الراجع المسلمين ولا اسمك حسن تميم فرتاك ولا اسمك ما هذا لو إذا اسمك رزق حسن زكريا ده حاجة تاني براو. This is injustice. Why you discriminate against me because of my name, because of my look, because of the region that I came from? That is injustice. Where is everybody? I don't see any reaction on the screen telling me there is 16 people watching, but I don't see any reaction on the screen in the last almost 20 minutes or so. What is it? Is it that too bad? زي ما دكتور جون بيقول احنا بنخاف لحد 200 انت هتموت في بوكسة؟ Seriously? When are you going to stand up for your right? And I believe few of you في المدن الأمريكية المختلف لما الناس تعلن مظاهرات Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, you guys are out there cheering. Justice. Justice for so and so, justice for so and so. Can you come out and say justice for people of Western Bahr el Ghazal? Justice for people of Equatoria? Justice for the Sholo people? Justice for the Zande? Justice for the Nuer? Justice for ABA people? Yeah, ABA people. Can you come out and shout? Or write it on the screen? Or just say justice for all? Including people of Awanchan. هم تعبانين ذاته. لأنه العشيرة بتاع سلفا كير ما the first lady they are fighting killing each other في النهاية في الكروس فاير بيموت منو بيموت مواطن. They need security as well هم مواطنين. لكن للأسف الشديد يا ريت إنه يوم من الأيام يطلع زول من أوان كان يطلع إنه يقول اللي بيحصل في إيكوتوريا ده condemn it. اللي بيحصل للنوير ده condemn it. اللي بيحصل لشلوك ما we cry we said Dinka also are suffering and it is true Dinka people are suffering. Dinka لأنه ما عنده مسكين ما عنده connection مع those big fat cat of Juba جالين بتاع Juba. I will never give up. Yes, I have. As long as I have access to this media, I will use my voice to create awareness, to mobilize people. Until that time will come. إذا بالساطور ولا بالدنجا ولا بالنشاب ولا أي حاجة, that moment will come. But for now, remotely, I will continue to do what is in my disposal. Yes, as I said in the beginning, tonight, just want to talk about the injustice. الظلم والتظلمات الحاصل across South Sudan. That is something that we need to highlight them. يا ريت إنه نسمع من الطرف الآخر. But it is just a beginning. And as I said, the journey of a million smiles started with a single step. And I embark on it. I put a couple thousands already, so it is not the first one. I want better South Sudan for all of us, regardless of our skin texture, our look, our appearance, our religious affiliation, sexual orientation, ethnic group, clan that we came from. Just we want South Sudan. I don't know. في يوم من الأيام لما يزول يجي يقولوا ده مواطن جنوبي. Welcome home. Even though if I came to the airport, there is no people that they look like me. But they know the مواطن الجنوبي is home. ما مازن إنه في كل مركز من مراكز بتاعت حكومة لازم إنه يكون فكرة شاوي هناك. لكن بقوا حلوة شوية، لونوا شوية. شكله شين، بالذات في مؤسسات بتاعت أمن. لما إنه تجي مدير أمن في واودا مجوك، مدير أمن في رومبيك مجوك، مدير أمن في ملكال مجوك، مدير أمن في تنبورا مجوك، مدير أمن في يامبيو مجوك، مدير أمن في بيبور مجوك ومجوك ومجوك. What is this؟ ماله ما في ناس بيفهموا في الأمن إلا مجوك ومجوك ومجوك. That remind me this joke Egyptian بتاعت مصريين قال طبعا في مصر أغلب يس ما زول أسود، أغلب البوابين صعيدة ناس قدر شكلهم زي السودانيين كده. قام جا بواب جديد من صعيد مصر وبيعرفوه مع البوابين التانيين، فعرفوه دي عثمان ودي عثمان ودي عثمان ودي عثمان ودي عثمان ودي أحمد. فهو اتخلع، شو أحمد ده مسيحي؟ so لما تبص في الليست بتاع مدراء بتاع أمن بتاع جنوب السودان، انت لقيت موجوك 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 ومشان لقيت ملك، ده بيكون في مشكلة. so it is just a joke. I try to put some humor into it. Brothers and sisters, I appreciate your time being here. With the little reaction you have, this conversation will continue. We have to call things by their name. عشان انه جنوب السودان يستقر، عشان انه احنا نعيش في السلام، to coexist، لابد انه we have to admit the wrongdoing. What went wrong؟ الغلط اللي انه حصل في حق الآخرين شنو؟ في أشياء ممكن إنه يتم تعويضه. ما يزول شال أرض بتاع زول ما بتاعه بالقانون. لو إذا في مستندات أكيد إنه في يوم من الأيام لما يكون في دولة بتاع قانون الحقوق بيرجع لأصحابه. Those are tangible thing. It is replaceable. لكن الدمج الكبير هو إنه في الأرواح لأنه إحنا فقدناه. حكومة جنوب السودان بيجيب قروش من وين عشان إنه يعود نوير كوميونيتي 20,000 القتلهم في جوبا باي ماتيانانيور. That is hard and it is harsh. وده الحتة اللي إنه بنتركه لأهل الضحايا. They may forgive, but they will never forget. ده بيتطلب a lot of counseling, a lot of treatment. لكن also punitive measure must be in place. Because the Nazarene, people are willing to forgive, لكن لابد أنه يكون فوق عقوبات رادعة عشان إنه ما في زول يقوم يقتل له زول بس كأنه عايز يقتل جداد. ما الضابط بتاع الجيش بس يدي تعليمات للعساكر بتاعه أحرقوا القرية ده، في ساير كبير، فيه جداد، فيه فار، فيه شنو، just burn it down. لابد أن يحاسبهم، والمجرمين لأنه اتورطوا في جرائم بتاعت قتل. تحقيقات بتاع الأمم المتحدة والمنظمة الوحدة الأفريقية highlighted them, mentioned their name, and we know them. They must be brought to books على أساس إنه يكون عبرة للآخرين. بكرة بعد بكرة ضابط ما يشيل له 5 عساكر يمشي يقتل له ناس في قرية. لكن الأهم في ذلك أول خطوة في الاتجاه الصحيح. That is why I said the way towards healing, building bridge, reconciliation and coexistence should start with the wrong, with admitting the wrongdoing. What are they? Because when you acknowledge على أساس إنه أهلي مظلومين في جنوب السودان، افتكر إنه بتديني مساحة على أساس إنه أنا ممكن إنه I can talk to you. الظلم حصل. What is the way forward? This is the question. I know. Collectively, we want to find a way. And also, بيكون مهم جدا على أساس إنه كل واحد فينا في موقعه. Whatever and wherever you are, what are you doing? What can you bring to the table? ما هو ده محطة تاريخية اللي نحن واقفين فيه. في يوم من الأيام لو إذا ربنا أداني طول العمر I became a grandpa. I will tell my grandkids that, hey, when there is injustice in South Sudan, I did talk about it. This is what I did. 1 2 3. How about you, my friend? How about you, my brother? How about you, my sister? You might be doing well off in America, in Canada, in Australia, in England, in Netherlands. But you have a mother, you have a cousin, you have a nephew, you have a niece, you have people that you know are suffering back home. It is not about sending money, buying them clothes. What are you doing to help them? عشان إنه تحررهم من عبودية بتاعت Salva Kiir and his Matianganyor. What are you doing to bring peace to this country? You have to think about it. And you have to start somewhere. You cannot sit idle على أساس إنه there is people that they will bring change. Who are they? Indom Groen? Indom Danap? I don't think so. There is no superheroes today now. جريت انه يكون في ناس زي سوبرمان، زورو، باتمان. قرد كبير كده زي كينج كونج يظهر في جوبا ويمشي يدور في راس جيوان يفجكوا تحت يضربوه سلاح بشنو. Nothing will happen. There is no such thing. You and I, we are the heroes and the heroines. We have a role to play. Not everybody will come out to social media to talk, but you can talk to somebody that knows somebody, and that somebody knows somebody. لحد ما انه ممكن يوصل لرئيس وزراء بتاع الدولة اللي انه انت موجود فيه. They will facilitate. They will give a chance على أساس انه you can associate yourself with other so that you do something to make your voice heard. Please don't be silent. Those people who are suffering in South Sudan, they rely on you. They have great expectation on you, you and I. المرأة الحصة قاعدين يكتسبوها في جواباتها بالتهديد بتاع السلاح. صوتها nobody will hear it. But ده أمل كبير فيك. الراجل اللي إنه بيعذبوه في بلو هاوس. As we are speaking right now, they are raping him. His cry, nobody will hear it. But he got great expectation from you, al assassino. You will be his voice, you will be her voice. المرأة المسكينة لأنه شكل مراجلها ونات بوليس على أساس إنه to come and protect her, and police end up killing her husband. She's searching for justice now for her husband, Abu Yala. Life بتاع فريق قومي. She rely on you. That you have to work on bringing change to this country, whereby هي بتقدر إنه تجد حقوقها. أخواننا اللي في يونيفرس كم 8 سنة دلوقتي ولدوا عيال هناك. They never seen outside. محبوسين داخل بلدهم because رياك مشاعر failed them. Madame Angelina failed them. Nyandeng failed them. And forget about others. They rely on you. They hope you will do something to bring change to the country. It is our collective responsibility. I have been here for an hour, 24 minutes. It is the middle of the week. I believe my message is out there. We cannot unite. We cannot fight this regime unless we start to admit the wrongdoing. People from the other side of the aisle, they start to come out and to condemn this regime, to make themselves enemy to the regime in Juba, to make their voice heard. Then we can trust you. Then we can work collectively to topple this regime. Even though if you are a separatist, you are thinking about separating from Sudan. You have to face Salva Kiir and his regime. انت تنفصل من جنوب السودان كيف؟ كان انت مستنى على اساس انه كان لي حكومه بتاع سالفا كير يقع and then you will do your thing for انفصال, then you are my enemy. But if you are fighting now for your separation to keep Salva Kiir engaged, and I'm fighting for to kick Salva Kiir out of power, بمعنى انه احنا متفقين. زي ما بيقولوا عدوك حليفك. The enemy of your enemy is your ally. والله شنو؟ Because you cannot use me, I have to do everything, and then tomorrow, after I pay the ultimate sacrifice, and you want to come and say that I am going to be separated, then you have to pay the price also. So, collectively, let us put our hand in hand to elevate the suffering of our people. It is your responsibility, it is my responsibility collectively. Next week, I will be on Wednesday, the same time, I will be talking about what needed to be done to bring justice. And how to go about it. Then we will, on part 3, we will talk about what are the preconditions for building bridges. Because part of the healing and reconciliation is building those bridges, re-stitching all those social fabric that have been destroyed by tribalism, by demagoguing, by regionalism, and so forth. And then on part 4, we will talk about the coexistence. What are the preconditions for coexistence? Because after taking advantage of others, abusing, killing, terrorizing, practicing injustice, what do we gain? We lost a lot. That is why our country is in the stage where it is right now. I appreciate your time. Please come back. Next Wednesday, 7:05 Mountain Time, North America, which is equivalent to 9:05 New York time. You can adjust it accordingly to your local time. I look forward to see you. I respect your time. I appreciate your presence here. This is what fueled me what gives me the energy to carry on this conversation. And I gave example of the radio in the 19th century. Yes, 19th century. Hello, brother Guy. In 19th century, when there is no metering, there is no way to tell how many people are on the airway listening to you. So the radio jockey, just they go and do their thing, start the conversation, play music, and talk, throw a joke. Maybe there is nobody's listening to them, but I'm very grateful with the new technology. I'll be able to see I have 2 people, 3 people, 4 are listening to me. They have a chance to interact, like brother Guy coming in, saying that I am here. So it is something beautiful. You know that you are not talking to yourself. There is people who are listening, and that is why we don't talk for the sake of talking. But out of those video, there is people who are listening. There is people who are learning. I never claim that I know it and I know it all. I am a student of history, and I continue to strive for knowledge. And with some interaction with the comment, with people, participants that they come in to give their perspective, we continue to learn from each other. And also, I get a compliment, not a lot, but a reasonable number of people. They come around, they send a message, they call that they enjoy the conversation, they enjoy the show. That is why I continue to talk. Want to thank each and every one of you who came, gave 5 minutes, gave 10 minutes, and decided to take off and show on the meter you are here. It is well appreciated. The conversation will continue. Wednesday is our prime time on Let Us Talk. And I look forward to see you guys. Yes, my intro song and outro song, it says Dunia Karabu. فعلا دنيا كهرباء حالة بدها ناس بطال. But we look forward and we hope for a better tomorrow. And tomorrow must be better. I'm very positive about it. Yeah, we'll be able to claim our country back, to kick Alibaba and his friends, and to install a government of an institution بعيدا من التعصب القبلي والجهوي والإقليمي والرجعي والتخلفي، كل الحاجات البطال ده. Because this is what we see it in South Sudan. كان على مستوى بتاع التمثيل بتاع المسؤولين في الحكومة، ولا على مستوى بتاع الخطب السياسية، لأنه ما عندهم برنامج سياسي أساسا. ده برنامج مشروع بتاع خلينا نمشي ننهبه وناكله ونبقى سمان. And they don't understand على أساس إنه when you become too chubby it is unhealthy. كتر بالنسبة لقلبك، كتر بالنسبة للريحتين بتاعك، بالنسبة لمخك وأي حاجة، لأنه you need more oxygen, you need more blood flow عشان إنه يوصل. And the vein become very tight بالشهوم الكتير بتاعهم الشموع اللي بياكلوه مريسل بيشربوا سنبلة ده. So الريحتين ما بيقدر إنه Galipsato Bigajus cannot push enough blood على أساس إنه يوصل في الأطراف there. Anyway, there is doctors out there, scientists that they understand it better. I just want to thank you again for your interaction. And بالنسبة للمتخلفة Nyan Leth or whoever more, we know who you are. When that table flip, I don't know, where are you gonna hide? You may have to go and change your name. Yeah, but we have your picture, we know your face. You want to come and terrorize people enough, and you terrorize people for Junub Sudan like you're not out here. Yeah, if you are Matianyor with Facebook, if we report you, you will not be able to do anything on this Facebook. So go away. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. I appreciate your presence here. God bless you. Conversation will continue, and I look forward to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Masuma